This is a very quick little screencast video to show how the effectiveness of Rootsmagic Duplicate Search Merge diminishes greatly as the size of databases grow. I work on quite a large database of over 40,000 individuals. Wouldn't be quite fair to show you that on this demonstration, so I've actually extracted about, this little database here has about 2,000 some odd individuals in it, which is I think probably more representative of what most people use. Anyway, duplicate search merge. So you go to Tools, Merge, Duplicate Search Merge, and it gives you the following options. These are the default options. You can trim these, you can widen the scope of duplicate search merge, narrow the scope of duplicate search merge, etc. Very useful feature, but as the size of the database grows, I say again, the effectiveness has greatly diminished. I'd like you to look at these two families. So Robert I. Eagleson and his wife Eleanor, 5 children. A lot of the birth dates are approximated. And then look at this family. Same family. This time it's Robert Irvine Eagleson. Eleanor has her maiden name in there. And the children, more exact birth dates, etc, etc. But you can see all of the birth dates are within 1 year of each other. So they're all fairly close. And if I just quickly toggle back and forward through them, you can see that these are both, from the visual point of view, very obviously the same family. So let's go to Tools, Merge, Duplicate Search Merge. This is the screen you're presented with. These are all the default settings. So I'm going to leave this all as is, and I'm going to do search for duplicates. Rootsmagic very quickly goes through and it presents a list. So Rootsmagic has presented me with quite a long list here. This is don't forget, this is a database of 2,000 some people, so relatively small, and it's given me 400 possible matches. Now most of them are not matches, but importantly our family that looks very obvious hasn't actually shown out as being, exact matches or very close to being exact matches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export those two families into a separate database just to show you simply how DSM works and how you can widen the scope of it and how you can bring in all of those individuals. So here we are in an extracted new database, just a subset of those records, which includes those two duplicate families. There's Delia M and her siblings, there's Delia Maria and her siblings, and we can see very obviously these are both the same family. So let's try Rootsmagic Duplicate Search Merge now. So leaving everything the same, search for duplicates. Rootsmagic's obviously going to pick out those individuals. Nothing. Why is that? Okay, so we need to widen the scope of Rootsmagic. So let's look at the two families again. So first thing you'll notice is that in the names are not exactly the same. We've got Robert I here, we've got Robert Irvine there. We've got Sarah Victoria here, Sarah V there. So the names are not exact. So first thing we can do is we can widen the scope of Duplicate Search Merge. And this time we'll say sound alike. Hit the search button. Now we're getting places. So we've got 5 of them. So 2 of them have been missed out. And a quick sort of look will tell us that that is the father and the mother who have been missed off this search. Okay, so let's close that again and see why that might be. The mother is Eleanor Renix, but she's just Eleanor here. So she's got a blank surname. And Robert I, he's down here as being born in Tipperary, and in this one he's down as being born a place unknown. There's another 2 things we need to do. We have to now include compare blank surnames. We don't want to compare birthplaces. The maximum number of years to narrow the scope of DSM we could bring down to 0, because they all fall within 1 year of each other. And do search for duplicates. And we actually see, again, we've only got 4 now. These birth dates are approximated, and while they do all fall within the scope of the birth dates on this one, i.e. within 1 calendar year, they are not the same year. So Rootsmagic doesn't pick up on that. So anyway, let's go back and see how we can get all 7 people. So merge, duplicate search merge, sound like which is slower, compare blank birth names, do not compare birthplaces. We'll leave this at 2 and 2. Now we have all 7 people. And we can continue to merge those. How I do the merges, and I'll just quickly do it here. So merge duplicate into primary, merge duplicate into primary, and I generally do about maybe 10 of these in a row. And what I then do is I skip back to the top of the list, and on each one of these you don't see the duplicate anymore. I go into edit person and I clean up the information which is in here. So easy to forget. And if we look here, so now we've got 2 birth dates, 2 birth facts, nothing else duplicated here. Let's look at Eleanor VA. We probably have an alternate name. Yes, alternate name, Eleanor Alexandrina. And again, 2 birth events. Rootsmagic doesn't do a great job of cleaning these up at this time because they are distinctly different. So that's why I would go back over each little sort of maybe 10 at a time. I would go back, edit them, clean them up. But I'm sure Rootsmagic could do something in the merge screen to provide more information and provide more flexibility when we're actually doing that merge process. Now we're still showing 2 parents here. As we finish off the rest of these, those 2 parents will disappear. So we merge that into duplicate, back up here, edit person. Now we've only got 1 set of parents. However, what I've needed to do to highlight these people is I've needed to come out of Rootsmagic, extract those 14 individuals into a single database, really widen the search criteria for duplicate search merge, and that will, in any sort of size of database, that is going to throw you up a lot of possible matches and really become quite unworkable. What I would suggest is that in a duplicate search merge, I don't find this start with surname very useful. So removing this feature, start with surname, and putting in something here like work within named group, where the user can create a named group that's very specific. It could be name sounds like Eagleson, forename contains James, and any place contains Pennsylvania. And it's going to give me a pretty good, if I'm going to try and narrow down on some of those people, that's going to give me a pretty good hit list. So I've just went back into the previous 2,000 odd individuals database. I've changed the DSM search criteria here, sound alike, compare blank surnames, and do not compare birthplaces. Search for duplicates again, and this time Rootsmagic gives me over 1,500 possible matches. Very unworkable. So please, Roots Magician, consider narrowing the scope of this here within one large database, rather than people trying to split out databases, destroying family links, and all the sort of follow-on problems that creates. And allow people to use duplicate search merge within a named group. I think it would be a great enhancement, and certainly one that I would welcome. Thanks for watching.